Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review 5 Days at Memorial. And this is a new mini-series from Apple TV Plus, focusing on Memorial Hospital in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina and the horrible situation that happened as we see them locked away with no resources, and then dozens of people wound up dead in the investigation that went into it to see if this was homicide instead of people dying from just the aftermath of the storm. And this series is interesting because it started off like the first episode's like 35 minutes, and then it progressively got longer, and they all started being like an hour-long episode. So that's a bit of getting adjusted to, and there's also some big shifts in focus because obviously for the first couple episodes it's really focusing on the hospital, and then you have a couple episodes at the end of this 8-episode run focusing on the aftermath and the investigation into it. When we're in that hospital, yes, there are a few horrible people, but between Vera Farmiga's character, Cherry Jones's character, Cornelius Smith Jr.'s character, we're connected. We feel horrible, and we see the horrors going on. We see the dark side of humanity, the pressures of government and business overtaking the needs of people. And this does not pull punches when it comes to taking on the Bush administration and the state of Louisiana and the mayor of Louisiana and everything that happened here. But it's seeing this just deteriorating state of this hospital throughout like the first 5 episodes or so of the show is heartbreaking. And the acting is top notch. You feel their pain, we feel their suffering, we feel their fear, their anxiety, their concern, all of it. And it's really impressive in that way. And how they captured the hurricane is quite impressive. The design of everything, the special effects, it's really pulls you in and brings a lot of great tension. And at times this does kind of feel like a thriller. As it shifts to the last couple episodes, I feel like it loses steam compared to those episodes because it's not as compelling or thrilling. But you have Michael Gaston's Arthur Schaefer, who's the investigator, really, really thick New Orleans accent, Louisiana accent, and you have him investigating what's going on. I think the show balances an interesting take on, we're not fully, like, we feel for these people and what happened, but we also get to experience what these doctors are feeling and they experienced, and the horrible ways that just those above and those at the top completely bungled this situation and left so many people out to dry. I think this show has a challenge of not 100% knowing the truth, but I think it does a fine job of weaving through that. And Carlton Cuse, who developed this show along with John Ridley, and Cuse was one of the writers and creators of Lost, which I'm a huge fan of. I know a lot of people have some feelings about that, but I feel like this series is able to take on this really complicated situation and do it in a pretty impactful and respectful way. I definitely would recommend this series. It is a hard watch, so don't go in expecting something easy, but in the end, it's definitely a worthwhile experience. But those are my thoughts on 5 Days at Memorial. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.